Welcome to the Robert Mack Group headquarters. This is where my team congregates every day. This is where the magic happens. This is where we develop and grow culture. Let's go inside and take a look. Today you're gonna get the full grand tour of this office space that I've honestly been a vision of mine for almost 15 years. Right when you walk into our office, this is Christy's space. So Christy's the operation manager. She basically runs the back end of the entire team. If you wanna get to me, you gotta get through her. So she's up at the front to make sure that everyone we work with is top notch. Now, this is the open space area that I really tried to create a live-work dynamic. That was always my vision from the very beginning. So you have these pods, these soundproof pods at the end of the room. This creates a private, safe space for the agents on the team who want to prospect, because any great real estate agent that's successful makes a lot of phone calls to connect with people and have real estate related conversations. So this is really important. Them being in there gives them privacy and also doesn't disturb the space and the culture out here. These 4 desks right here are if agents want to sit here and work on some admin work. They have emails to respond to. They're working on some marketing ideas, but they can work here and work quietly, even though our office is far from quiet. This part of the suite is my absolute favorite part. So this is what we call the living room. This is where we have our team meetings, our virtual assistants that work in different parts of the country and even world chime in on the TV. And this is kind of like my vision building this room out was kind of like if it's Friday morning and we don't have a ton going on and I want to sit out here and pull up one of these tables and just casually work with the TV on, I can. The living room is a big part of the overall vision. And you know what I do see is like hanging out with friends after hours, or you know, maybe having a poker night here, or maybe watching the game on this TV. That's the common area. Let me take you into the media room. So the media room is kind of a hodgepodge right now, even though we do have a direction for it. And keep your eyes peeled, in about a month or two, this is gonna be a full-blown podcast studio. Not only for myself, also for my team, and maybe even opening it up to outside agents that wanna rent this space out and create their own podcast. As you can see right now, we shoot a lot of our videos here from this table, but you also notice some chairs in the background that we will be reorganizing to create a podcast very soon. So a big part of our move from Irvine to Newport Beach stemmed from a conversation that Ryan started. So I gave him this office because at the time he was my #1 agent. He still is my #1 agent, but he's taken on a leadership role with the company as director of sales and training. And because this idea all stemmed from his question, I wanted to give him this office. He's still working on decorating it, but this is one of his newest pieces of art, the Mamba mentality. When it comes to being obsessed with serving people at the highest level, Ryan definitely embodies the Mamba mentality. And then last but not least, this is my office. So I've got some of my yearly goals here. I've got some of the clients that I'm working with here. This is where I work most of the time. And then this is kind of my wall of fame. So this was me hiking on Mount Aconcagua. This was day 14 of a 16-day expedition. We were about 20,000 feet elevation. Somebody from our crew actually got this photo. I feel like it looks like the National Geographic. But anyway, I look at this and I'm like, whoa, that was me. I've got my shelf of fame here. My team loves to make fun of me. They don't think it's gonna be able to hold up too much longer with all this weight on it. But there's all the little things that I've done in my life that bring me joy, that make me who I am, so I can see them as a reminder every day. I had an opportunity to speak at Tom Ferry Summit. If you're a real estate agent, you must know who Tom Ferry is, and his main stage is the biggest stage in the world. So that was a huge opportunity. I got my Ironman medal right here, and this was me crossing the finish line for my Ironman. So these are things that have made me who I am. So being able to see this every single day, one of my favorite quotes, anything is possible. My personal opinion is anyone could do anything as long as they believe they can do it and think they can do it, and they go after it. And I know I said last but not least, but there's one more room in this suite that made it the perfect spot for us. And I just want you to know, when I walked into this suite for the very first time, I was sold. I was like, I want this place because it's already built out, it's already really great in terms of condition, but having a kitchenette was something that was so important because the first 2 places that I saw didn't have anywhere to store your food or drinks or microwaves. So this place is awesome because we have a full-size fridge and the team can bring their lunch, and you know, we can eat healthy, and we have everything that we need here to just be successful. So that's the tour of RMG headquarters. Thank you for joining me. You don't have to go home, but you got to get out of here.